Imagine waking up to a perfect morning. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. The smell of freshly baked bread wafts through the streets. You greet your neighbors, head to the market, and go about your day, completely unaware that in just a few hours, your entire world, everyone you love, will be gone. This isn't the plot of a disaster movie. This was the reality for the 20,000 people living in Pompeii on August 24, 79 AD. Pompeii was the ancient Roman equivalent of a bustling resort town. It was vibrant, wealthy, and full of life. It had stunning villas decorated with intricate frescoes, public baths, bustling forums, and even fast food stalls called thermopylae. The people of Pompeii were just like us. They had jobs, families, and dreams for the future. They fell in love, argued with their siblings, and worried about paying their bills. They were living their lives, completely oblivious to the ticking time bomb looming over them, Mount Vesuvius. They didn't even have a word for volcano. To them, Vesuvius was just a mountain, a beautiful backdrop to their everyday lives, covered in lush vineyards and trees. They had no idea it was one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world. There had been warning signs, of course. A massive earthquake had rocked the region 17 years earlier, causing significant damage. But they rebuilt. They were resilient. They saw it as just another challenge to overcome, not a prelude to annihilation. Small tremors were common, so common that they barely paid them any mind. Then came the day. Around 1 p.m., a deafening explosion, louder than anything they had ever heard, ripped through the sky. A colossal column of smoke, ash, and pumice stone shot miles into the air, blotting out the sun and plunging the vibrant city into an unnatural, terrifying darkness. Panic erupted, the air filled with screams as people tried to make sense of the chaos. It wasn't raining water. It was raining stones, small, lightweight pumice stones at first, but they quickly grew larger and heavier, crashing down on rooftops and people alike. Imagine the sheer terror. You're trying to find your family, your children, your parents, but it's pitch black. The air is thick with choking dust, and the world is literally falling apart around you. Some people tried to flee, racing towards the sea, hoping to escape by boats. Others chose to stay, huddling in their homes, believing it was the safest place to wait out the storm. They clutched their loved ones, their prized possessions, praying for it all to end. For those who stayed, the worst was yet to come. As night fell, the eruptive column, now too heavy to support itself, collapsed. A series of pyroclastic surges, superheated waves of gas, ash, and rock roared down the slopes of Vesuvius at over 100 miles per hour. These surges were unimaginably hot, over 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing could survive them. In a matter of moments, anyone left in Pompeii was incinerated. It wasn't the ash that buried them alive. It was the intense, instantaneous heat that ended their lives. The ash that followed then perfectly preserved the scene, capturing their final, tragic moments for eternity. For nearly 1700 years, Pompeii lay forgotten, buried under 20 feet of volcanic material, a lost city, frozen in time. When it was finally rediscovered in the 18th century, what archaeologists found was breathtaking. It was like stepping through a portal to the ancient world. They found homes with furniture still in place, loaves of bread still in the ovens, and political graffiti still on the walls. But the most haunting discovery was the voids. Archaeologists realized that the bodies of the victims had decomposed over the centuries, leaving hollow spaces in the hardened ash. By carefully pouring plaster into these cavities, they were able to create detailed casts of the people of Pompeii in their final moments. A mother clutching her child, a man shielding his face, two figures now known as the two maidens, locked in a final, desperate embrace. These casts are not statues. They are a direct, heartbreaking record of real people, their fear and their love immortalized. Looking at these figures, you can't help but feel a profound connection to them. They remind us that behind the grand story of history, there are individual human lives, each one precious and unique. They had hopes and dreams, just like we do. They lived, they loved, and they were lost in an instant. The story of Pompeii is more than just a historical account of a natural disaster. It's a powerful and humbling reminder of the fragility of life and the sheer power of nature. It teaches us that our time here is finite and unpredictable. We live our lives making plans for next week, next month, next year, assuming that tomorrow is a guarantee. But Pompeii shows us that it's not. This isn't meant to scare you or make you live in fear. It's meant to awaken you. It's a call to live more fully, more presently, more intentionally. Don't put off telling someone you love them. Don't wait for the perfect moment to chase your dream. Don't get so caught up in the trivial worries of daily life that you forget to appreciate the simple beauty of being alive. The people of Pompeii didn't get a tomorrow, we do. So what will you do with your today? Will you spend it worrying about things you can't control, or will you embrace the gift of this moment? The legacy of Pompeii isn't just one of tragedy, it's a powerful call to action. It urges us to live with passion, to love with courage, and to make every single second count. Don't just exist. Live. Live a life so full that if it were all to end tomorrow, you would have no regrets. Live a life worthy of the time you've been given. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think and feel. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, live fully. We'll see you in the next video.